So it's a young season, but we've still got some controversy, and these guys were involved in it. Flyers fans have been talking to me about this since Tuesday regarding Coach Hackstall. Coach Hackstall challenging the play, challenge going against him, yada yada yada. They lose in regulation. So I'm not going to get into the debate about what was or wasn't a goal, who was or wasn't offside, because that's a whole other thing. There's a part of this, though, that's interesting. So Hackstall is looking at a monitor that's 2.5 feet wide down at his feet. Is it time for that to change? It's a modern era, my friends. And it seems like NFL coaches, when you watch a football game, they have everything available at their fingertips. And baseball seems to be getting into that position too. So why are the monitors on the floor? If you're going to start handing out penalties, which they have, and if you're going to start saying, all right, well, make sure you're right or wrong, make sure they can make sure. So there's two issues here. One, that monitor should be up. And putting it up where people can see it, where players can see it, it's not the end of the world. Is it going to lead to more yelling and screaming? Probably. Players are going to yell and scream when they see that angle. It's entertaining. It's good hockey. It's good television. Gets you some good ratings. So, if you move the monitor and you put it in a position where it's at eye level, that solves one part of a problem here. For a coach making a decision that could lead to his team being penalized if he's wrong. 2, the question was asked, Coach Hackstall, did you have access to the best camera angles where it showed 100% that play was offside? He didn't answer it, which means no. That's not right. If you're going to start handing out penalties, make sure that it's at eye level and make sure that they're looking at the same feed that Toronto is. So, what's the solution here? Well, here's the problem. So, if a coach, and this is true, and my view is absolutely able to evolve on these things, but coach can't make a really good call based on what he's looking at between his feet, and you put it here, and you can't get them the perfect angle. There has to be a solution to this. The challenge was being abused last year. Absolutely. There were coaches challenging when they knew damn well there was no chance that goal was coming back, or, that they were just challenging just for the sake of whatever, and if it fails, oh well, I cost my team a timeout. Who cares? But there has to be some sort of a happy medium here, because I am okay with giving a coach a penalty, giving his team a penalty when a coach I'm just going to call this one. See if I'm right. I don't really care. Or when a coach is like, okay, I legitimately think this is offside, as was the case here, and then it's inconclusive. And I know Flyers fans are upset. My opinion on this is, while I understand Flyers fans being upset, make sure that a coach is able to see the right angle for this. If the NHL wants to go forward, if the NHL wants to take this and push it as far as they can, then make sure the coach has the best angle possible. Don't penalize him because you gave him a crappy angle. Don't penalize him because from what he saw it was offside and from what you saw it wasn't. He should have access to the exact same angle you guys do. Stick the monitor here and have different feeds available. Give him a remote. What angle do I want to look at it from? Give him full access. If I can rewind a game at home here and look really, really close, give him a 30-second window. Give him a 30-second window. Something. That if it's close, they can decide, yeah, I'm going to challenge, or no, it's fine. Something. Because if the technology exists and we're willing to go to Toronto and have Toronto decide whether a goal is good or not, and we're saying, okay, well, coaches should have a right to challenge, then give the coaches the full array of what they need in order to decide whether that's a challenge or not a challenge. It really hadn't occurred to me. You know, I was perfectly fine with it as a rule. And again, when you see a rule in effect and you see it being used to decide a hockey game, you can go, no. Like the most famous one's the foot in the crease, right? So Brett Hull's foot's in the crease and the rule changes back. At the time the rule change was made, it was because goaltenders were being abused and they wanted to make a dividing line between players and goalies and make sure that blue ice wasn't being interfered with until the puck was there. And it led to more problems than what it was worth. I'm not saying this is going to end up there, but my God, do we really want a Stanley Cup decided on a goal that probably shouldn't have counted, but a coach is like, I don't want to make the challenge here because this angle and it's between my feet. I don't know. He's not going to get down on his hands and knees and look real close. At least I haven't seen a coach do that. So it's tough. And again, I understand why Flyers fans are upset because, you know, that helped to decide the rest of the game from there. You know, could Nashville still won it in regulation? Maybe. Sure. But at least make it so that it's reasonable and it makes sense. And sometimes they don't get that right. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I apologize it took me a couple days to get to it, but I did get to it. And again, I'm not weighing in on whether a goal should or shouldn't have counted. This, for me, comes down to the coach not having all of the tools that they need in order to make a call that if they make it wrong, results in a penalty. That's not right. That doesn't work. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. And thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.